There we go. Hey guys, Joey Crypto here. Hope everybody's having a great afternoon. Everybody's doing their thing in crypto world. Hey Stats, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Hope everybody's having a great day. Dude, so much excitement going on. You know, I wanted to do a video about, you know, some of the stuff with mining and talking how, you know, price is determined in an open market. You know, a lot of different things of the sorts, you know, so people kind of get an idea, you know, of where things are and what to do and how it's determined and all that kind of stuff. And I was pretty much, you know, just thinking about, well, first off, let me start off with the mining stuff, okay? So, you know, I had a few people that had questions about NiceHash, and definitely, I mean, okay, here, if you're holding a lot of Safe Exchange coins, you're going to get some Safex Cash and Safex tokens, okay? But you have the opportunity right now, if you were going to use, say, like NiceHash or your own mining rigs pointing at one of these Safex pools, and they're all great pools. You know, one thing though that you're going to want to keep in mind is you're going to want to look at the pool's hash power before doing this. But yeah, you could definitely get and rent like a NiceHash. And what you do is you move your Bitcoin over there and you set it up for the pool. And I have an instruction video kind of to do it. And when you place the order, within a few minutes, you'll definitely get that order filled. And you will see a change on your worker stats at the pool that you're taking your stats from. So you'll see that kind of spike that happen, you know. So don't be discouraged not to do that. I really think it's a good time to do that. So like the way it's going to work is as that cash, you know, gets used, it'll start becoming more useful. So there's two ways that you can determine price, you know, in open markets. And, you know, there's two ways that can actually happen. You know, one of them is through scarcity. And I'm going to pull up a picture right here real quick. I'm going to try to find it in the background. And it talks about price fluctuation, price demand, supply, things like that. And we have a very unique coin here, okay? It's not that... you know, it's like every other coin out there. Safex and Safex Cash both have high value potentials.
For you.
Thank you. Both have high value potentials. And in that situation, they're going to do it in different ways. Safex itself is one that will be hodled. You know, it'll be held... you know, in great deal. Okay, here we go. That's the one I want. We're going to do this. And there we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. Copy and paste it real quick. And we should be able to, I'll be able to put this up here. I'll just do it this way. Image. Properties. Price. Okay. Now that's going to be a little bit overwhelming on my face there, but we'll move it over. Alright, so this is how price determination in a barter economy works. And we're kind of in a barter economy in a sense because, you know, the tokens are tradable and we're on a marketplace where trading is going to be possible and all kinds of stuff. You know, I mean, crypto in general is technically like a barter economy. But just to be simple, we're going to put this up here and let's see here. The way it kind of works is what we have here are market values of apples, market values of bananas, things like that. And this is the ratio and the formula to determine those things. But what we have here is quantity and value and then supply and demand. Okay? So what we're seeing with those is when supply is high and demand is high, the value itself also reaches maximal levels. When the supply is high and the demand is low, we would reach a value that would be small because there's a lot more in circulation, in supply, available upon demand. So when I'm talking about the things like the $4 to $6 price range, it's very important to understand that that's just the beginning price range. You know, here I'm gonna make that bigger. It's just a beginning kind of price range. I know right now we are not even trading Safex tokens. There's no Safex tokens in the world anywhere being traded. They are like hidden inside Safe Exchange coins right now. Safex Cash is in circulation and being mined, and I'm going to talk too about how Safex Cash is going to be a high demand and in high supply. Now, and that's another, there's two ways of getting a high price, so you could have a very little supply but still high demand, and you get the price. But also, if you have a very high supply and a high demand, you also get a high price. Okay, so this is how this has been designed. Safex and Safex Cash were designed with this in mind. Another thing to take in count, there's another way to determine price too, and it has nothing to do with this. But this is a great example, and you guys could play around with this all day long. It's a lot of fun to look at different prices and things like that on here. But what I also want you to remember is that you can do a comparison kind of value as well. So you could bring up here. I'm going to see if I could bring up the Monero chart on CoinMarketCap real quick. And since Monero is a cousin, we'll say it's a cousin because we are on Crypto Night 7 algorithm, which is a Monero algorithm. We're going to look at the history of Monero and its chart. So let's see here. XMR, XM. There you are, Monero. Alright, and while I pull that chart up, it should only take a second here. There we go. And I mean, Monero, even Monero, throughout all this stuff, Monero is held strong. Okay, guys, and this is what I want you to remember, It's a very, very secure token, but it's not perfect. I think Monero is great. I absolutely love Monero. But Safex is going to be better than Monero. Safex will blow past Monero. Monero has it has some function, on the dark web right now, but other than that, it's really not used anywhere. But we're going to go, hold on, I'm going to bring that up on screen here. Firefox, okay, transition. There we go. Okay, so what we'll see here, we go down historically. I love this stuff, okay? So historically, Monero didn't start off up here, it didn't start off in the hundreds of dollars, guys. And I know it has a smaller supply, it does, but it also does not have dividends. It doesn't have a locking function in its wallet, it's not being hodled to create passive crypto income. So, I mean, we saw prices back here of Monero. It was under $1, guys. Monero was 23 cents back in January of 2015. Okay, so if you don't think it's possible for Safex token to do exactly the same thing as this, you're out of your mind. It's going to do more than this. It will do better than this. And not just Safex token, Safex Cash. Safex Cash, I can't even reiterate. It's going to be the most private token to shop with. It'll have an S-curve in its emissions so that as time goes by, unlike Monero, more can be mined as more activity and more people come into adoption of the marketplace. That's key to that S curve right there. And it's really key to making a successful, stable shopping currency, something that you can use to shop with. Because as of right now, I mean, the only one that's stable enough to do that, in my opinion, is Tether. The rest of them go up and down way too much. You know, I mean, sure, they're fun to speculate. They're great for innovation. You know, but all in all, when it comes down to it, they don't fit the criteria of money. You know, and here, you know, I'll pull up what it takes to be money. What is the criteria of money? I've been doing research for, you know, a decade and a half at least. And I mean, I haven't been completely public and talked about a lot of stuff, but I really, you know, Safex has really drawn me out, and that's why I'm here. So, the criteria of money. Let's see. Aristotle's criteria of money supports gold and precious metals, and in that case, it would also support Safex and Safex Cash, because combined they equal the perfect system. So I don't think the perfect system could be made with just one currency. I really think that this is the ultimate way to have a prosperous and continually prosperous marketplace and society in the future. It's not going to happen the way we're doing right now. The way things are doing is profit, profit, profit. It's all done for profit, you know. And this, yeah, sure, people will want to make profit, but the profit doesn't always have to lie in lying, cheating, and stealing your way to selling those products and making that money. You know, the profit actually can come because the marketplace is successful. Okay, I don't think that that's something that you'll see in any other market in the world. Okay, prices and items will not become, you know, any cheaper or any. Your buck's not going to go any farther. You know, I haven't seen a single year of growth where you could say, okay, yeah, well, I could buy a lot more apples this year with my dollar. You know, but definitely I've seen years where you could say that about crypto, and that's not something to be, ignoring. So most people, or at least I hope most people, are familiar with how the Federal Reserve works and the Federal Reserve System and what they're calling money. It's just currency. It's not money. Money, it's something that can withstand the test of time. You know, their dollars cannot. You could burn a dollar, it's gone. You know. Melting down gold takes a lot more effort, and getting rid of tokens is going to take a lot more effort too, because once they're out there, they're in supply, they're in circulation, people want to hold them, people don't want to let them go, and especially when there's an incentive to do that. Okay, I'm going to keep telling you this every time I come out here. Every time you hold that Safex token, and that's what makes it valuable. People are going to speculate, and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh my ass off at everybody out there that shorts this token, Safe Exchange Coin, because the instant a few millionaires jump in and see this, and they're out there, they're watching. I'm surprised they haven't jumped on it today, because today is a damn good day to buy Safe Exchange Coin. But in the future, they're going to see it, and they're going to see it. I think it's going to take to the dividends. I really do. I think the marketplace will be, you know, a big deal. But I think right after that locking mechanism happens, and, you know, your good old buddy Joey here will start making videos about that and bringing that to the table, they're going to see this, and they're going to want in, and they're going to jump all over it, because they could then take, say, $14 million, put it aside, and live off the passive income of it. They don't even have to trade. And then they could use the Safex Cash to trade with. Okay, there's never a reason to unlock your tokens. You can make a fortune just keeping them locked. You can make a second fortune. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's going to be other things too. You know, like I know there's you know, Dan was talking about Ethereum portal and things like that. But another big part of all of this that's going to give it such high use is the fact that in every wallet it becomes an ATM once it's installed on every laptop. You know, that's a huge key. Because once, just to confirm too, you know, again, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but there is there is an app, a Safex app that's going to be developed. So I just want, for the smartphone. So I just want everybody to know that that is going to be coming. So I did ask Dan on Twitter, we private message and things like that, and I found out that's going to be coming down the road. I don't know how soon though. So, but it will be, and that is a huge key too, because smartphone shopping is on the rise, and I don't think it's going to ever stop. I think that's the future. If you can just click, buy it at work on your lunch break, whatever you're doing, that's key. Quick shopping. People don't want to spend hours and hours and hours shopping. But yeah, there's just so much to encompass with Safe Exchange Coin and Safex Token and Safex Cash that I want to try to get out here as much as possible and bring you guys the point of view that I want to reiterate to everybody. And it's that it's a marketplace that will be so easy to use, it will almost seem a no-brainer. Most marketplaces take 10%. This one's going to be 5%. No marketplaces give you dividends. This one's going to give you dividends in real time. That means as people are spending stuff on the marketplace, if you have your Safex, not Safe Exchange Coins, Safex tokens after the migration locked in dividends, those Safex Cash tokens will come in as transactions happen on the network. And I'm sure it's not going to be like $1 million a day, but who knows? It just depends on how many tokens you have. Some people speculate that Safex Cash could get to worth to they were saying anywhere from 30 cents to $10. That's a huge deal, but whatever it's going to be, as the use happens on the marketplace, and as people list items and they accept Safex Cash, this is what's going to give Safex Cash its growing value. And I'm going to say steady growing value, because as we start to peak at the end of the year, as things are building up, more Safex Cash comes in the mining process, and more get to go to the market, which cools that price down a little bit. So we're going to see probably the most stable cryptocurrency ever invented out of Safex Cash, and I'm still holding tight on my Safex token, $4 to $6 each, not Safe Exchange Coin. Safe Exchange Coin, I really don't care about. It's going to be gone in a year and a half from now. Nobody will be using it, and it won't exist. And I really doubt that you'll be even able to access it anymore. But we'll see. Maybe somebody out there, maybe that 80 million, buyer with the wall with 80 million Safe Exchange Coins in it, will resurrect from the dead and move those tokens and want them. So, and in that event, I really doubt that the team would tell him no, or her, because it could be a her. I don't want to exclude women, because there is a portion of us, according to my statistics, that actually are females investing in Safe Exchange Coin too. So you guys want to take that into account. These women like to shop. They do. They like to shop, and they like money. So this is going to be perfect, So I want to bring back up here. I'm going to talk about what Aristotle philosophized about money. It's a medium of exchange. He believes that it should be used to commiserate goods and services as an act, the ultimate equalizer. He realized that the value of money in that it could be used to move away from a bartering society and allow for a more efficient and free flow of goods and services. So what that means is the proximity of money, or the proximity of your sale. Here, I have an Apple, and maybe I'm trying to find somebody with, I don't know, a Schwinn bicycle, and, maybe I can't find anybody that has a Schwinn bicycle, or maybe even a part for a Schwinn bicycle. We'll make it more realistic. In my general area. That's why we have currency. So currency can make it that exchange so that, I can buy something from somebody from far away with little hassle and still be able to find that, and they'll be able to get what they want. And that's how that kind of works, you know. So instead of me having to send the apple and them sending the part, it would be ridiculous, you know. By the time they got the apple, maybe by the time I got the part, you know, it all could turn sour. But that money in between will stay solid, you know, and it should stay in value, an approximate value. So like what we saw here with Bitcoin, if somebody had done a transaction, you know, late January, mid-February, late February, before, you know, Bitcoin started to do its correction, those vendors more than likely took a very, very, very large loss and are still taking losses on their sales of items when people were buying things at the top at $20,000 Bitcoin, and, you know, they bought, say, a big screen TV that was, you know, $1,000. Well, now because it went down 10 times, that TV cost them, you know, $100 or less, and that company that sold the TV has taken the loss. The Safex Cash is going to correct that. This is the key. This is why it's going to go to number 1. Okay, and if you people haven't figured it out and you don't want to listen to me, it's fine. It's fine. I don't ask you. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, you guys got to listen to Joey. Everybody come, you have to listen to Joey Crypto. No, and I'm not even saying I'm the only person that could possibly be right, you know. This is just, I've taken business classes in college, okay. I've watched this happen over and over again in Ethereum, in you know, Bitcoin. I watched it happen to Ripple. I had invested in all of these tokens early on and used them in the bull market and had a great time doing so. You know, I went all over this country, and I didn't travel outside the country, but I also didn't want to at this point yet. But I'm going to be next summer. We're going to be doing Europe, so it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, as of now, you know, it takes a few things to make money stable, and there are requirements. It has to be durable, and Mike Maloney taught me this. So if you guys know who Mike Maloney is, definitely give his Secrets of Money videos a watch. They're really, really interesting. It must be portable, meaning you must be able to easily move it, large amounts and stuff like that. Divisible, must be able to be broken down into very small amounts and given change, and it must have intrinsic value. Now, the intrinsic value here will come because of the algorithm in which we're at, okay? The algorithm makes it harder, gives it a higher difficulty. Plus, the more miners and the more people that are active nodes on the network, it brings up the hash rate, okay? So, when the hash rate is higher, you'll see that it's more difficult to earn larger amounts of Safex Cash. This is intended, okay? So, say right now we are at a pool hash of like 1 hertz, or 1 megahertz, we'll say. When that pool hash is at 1 megahertz, maybe you'll earn, if you're hashing 100 hertz, you'll earn like you know, 1 Safex a day or something, or maybe 2, you know. But if that pool is hashing at, say, 100 megahertz a day, you're going to get very, very little Safex Cash if you're hashing at 100 hertz. So that's kind of important to try to get on it now. That's why I've been making all of those mining videos. I do have one for 64x Windows, for 32x Windows. You could run it on either or. You may not get a lot, but you're going to have the best chances right now. Before we hit exchanges and before the dividends and everything and the migration, you really have your best chances now. I would suggest all of you, instead of buying miners, if you can't afford, you know, $3,000 on some miners or something, go out and spend $200-300 on Bitcoin and put it into nice hash or you know, mining rig rentals, you know, and rent it. Do a half a hertz, or excuse me, half a megahertz. do it for 6 hours, 12 hours, and hold on to yourself a large amount of that Safex cash. Don't try to trade it when the time comes. Just hold it until the marketplace opens. You won't be unhappy. You will be so happy. You'll be able to go shopping. You'll be able to do it almost, I'm willing to bet, the day the market opens. So keep that in mind. And if you do have Safex or Safe Exchange coins and you plan on converting them over, never, ever, ever sell your Safex tokens once they're converted. Those Safex tokens are irreplaceable. We don't know what the total circulating amount is right now. We won't know for at least a full year. So as the migration happens, as it gets listed on other exchanges and at coin market cap, you're going to have to keep those tokens. They're going to grow. They're going to grow tremendously. The point of locking in a token is what makes it grow. It makes it scarce, and scarcity adds to the value of something. So going back to the chart that I had, the less there is of something and the higher the demand, the higher the value will be. So on that note, guys, I just wanted to bring all of that up. I figured it would be a good discussion while we're waiting for the markets to be opened and for the migration to start taking place. Let's check. I know Safe Exchange coin right now is on a really good dip. Definitely take advantage of it. Keep taking advantage of it, even through the migration, guys. Take advantage of it. Go in there, buy it up, move them over. Buy them up, move them over. In the meantime, don't just buy them up and leave them on Trade Satoshi. Buy them up, put them on your desktop Safex wallet, and let it sit. And just wait until Daniel comes out. And I'll tell you guys too. When and what to do and how to migrate those tokens and get your 2 tokens. So yeah, on that note, guys, I'm going to probably get going here. I really just wanted to share that information today. Let's just see here. And you know what, don't be worried about the price right now. If anybody's buying at 2 cents or below, you guys are sitting really, really pretty. This is not going to the floor. I really should have done Satoshi estimates on what I think Bitcoin will be, and or not Bitcoin, Safe Exchange coin will get to its floor, and I really think the floor has already happened. I don't think that we're going to see it drop any lower than this in Satoshis. Dollars can fluctuate, pennies can fluctuate right now. Bitcoin's on a wild ride, and Satoshis are determined in Bitcoin price. So keep that in mind. Take advantage of the cheap prices. And I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate all the support. A lot of you guys have been really, really great to me. You've been coming out. You've been telling me great things. You send me messages. You send me tweets. You send me things on Facebook. I've even gotten some things in the mail from you guys. So yeah, I really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome, and don't stop buying Safe Exchange coin right now. Keep mining the Safex Cash, and keep buying Safe Exchange coin at Trade Satoshi. And if you don't want to go there, there's a lot of other methods you can go, and you can go to safex.io /GetSafex. Or you can use anybody that already is a first mover and use their link and give them 5% commission on your sale. It won't take away from your sale, I don't believe. I do believe, though, that they will get a 5% commission for you using it. So, yeah, I'm not trying to get rich off any of you guys. Safex will make me rich. Safex will make you rich. Vitalik. I'm going to address Vitalik. Vitalik, you're out of your mind. Okay? The times of 1,000x crypto is only begun. We're about to blow right past Litecoin, Monero, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And Safex will hit the #1 spot. And it's not going to be that Safex hits, $20,000 of Safex. I don't know that. But it will be because our market cap grows far beyond Bitcoin's market cap. So, okay, now I'm really going to get going, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. All of you, even if you're not in my chat right now, thank you so much. And I want you guys to keep coming back and getting, you know, great information. And every time I try to get information, I try to do due diligence and research for you beforehand, so that, you know, I'm not coming out here completely unprepared, and you guys get a perspective that has quality to it. So I really appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for coming out, and keep buying that Safex Cash, keep buying the Safex tokens, or I'm sorry, the Safe Exchange coins, and just wait for that migration, guys. You will not regret it. You're going to have the best time of your lives. By this time next year, all you that are holding at least 50,000 Safex tokens are going to be sitting pretty happy. On that note, peace out, guys.